I worked with a CEO that would often say, if everything is a priority, then nothing is a priority. And that's the coaching that he gave his people often, because we sit in a position where we have so many things to do. It's often so many priorities, and everybody says, well, this is a more important priority than the previous priority. And kind of in the end, we sit with this big list of priorities, and all we can do is to try and deal with that. But invariably, we end up with sometimes doing the things that comes much easier to us and leave the complex things and the difficult things for later, which of course is a big fault line. It is just natural for us to go and do the things that are easy to do right now, but those might not be the most important things. Those might not be the highest priority issue. So when I talk to people in my coaching and mentoring sessions, it is a critical thing that comes up, because they struggle sometimes with this concept of what to do first and what to do second. And probably the easiest way to deal with these things is to just use a couple of tools on how to get there. We all know something is important, but how do we get there? And so Stephen Covey, for instance, developed this 4-quadrant matrix where he talked about things that are urgent and important. And if you think about it, it's a really simple measurement. If something is urgent and something is important, equally important and urgent, then it means we have to do it right now. If something is urgent but not important, well, then perhaps that we can delegate. Or something is not important and not urgent, well, I think we delete those things. And so it's very easy to kind of draw that up for ourselves, practice that a bit, and eventually that becomes a little bit natural to us. There's another matrix that I often tell people to use, and that is this value and impact matrix. And that matrix has also got 4 quadrants, but now we overlay those priority decisions, the urgent and important decisions, again into something else. And now we talk about ease of implementation versus impact. And if you think about it, if something is really easy to implement and it's got a high impact in terms of its result to the business or the organization or the company, and it's easy to do, then we do it straight away. We don't wait. If something is easy to do, but have no impact at all, then sometimes we keep ourselves busy with those things, which is not a really good idea. Or if something is difficult to do, but will take a long time to implement, and it has a high impact, then we put those items into strategic items, and so we will deal with them over time. And so I think when we take our decision process that we have, and we work with a little bit in terms of quadrants and see how they fit in. Firstly, what I suggest you do is you take the urgent and important matrix and see how these decisions that you do overlay in there. What do you delegate and what do you do yourself? And what is urgent and what you need to really do immediately? And then secondly, you also look at the value and impact matrix. You take that and say, well, what are the things that are easy to do but are very impactful, and you do them immediately. And the things that are more difficult to do but also has a big impact, then you put that in a strategic process for handling over time.